Hey kiddos, this is Ronin120 with a walkthrough and commentary video for Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain. Today we're playing Side Up 32, Prisoner Extraction 6. We're at Outpost 12 in Africa, south of Kaziba Camp. Don't mind the intel tape playing in the background. I know it's distracting both as a tutorial and while I was actually playing it. I suppose the best time to play intel tapes is while you're at Mother Base looking for rough diamonds. For this gameplay, I just so happened to approach from high ground. I think you should make a habit of this as it's prime real estate for snipers. And I find that snipers are a thorn in my side. I usually send out the dispatch missions to cut off the supply of sniper rifles whenever possible. But if you like a little extra challenge in your infiltrations, go ahead and keep those snipers around. So while I had this random intel tape going on in the background, have you guys found anything that you like among the intel tapes? Odd stories, trivia, whether it's in-game or real world, subtle references, inside jokes, or outright errors and absolute untruths? Well, let's discuss it in the comments. If you enjoyed these side-up videos, hit that like button, subscribe and share please and thank you. See you next time, kiddos.
Prime real estate for a mercenary.
Exactly. Latin America isn't as close as I'd like, but we have Amanda and her people to help in that department. And besides, the Seychelles government owes us a favor.
Owes us?
The Seychelles has strong ties to the east, which the west wanted to shake up. It came to a head 3 years ago in an attempted coup. It was a force of South African mercenaries with U.S. backing behind the scenes. They were only platoon size, but South Africa is home to some heavy PFs. Too much for the Seychelles to handle. In the end, they accepted help from the Tanzanian army and quelled the coup. We set up the deal and handled on-site tactical instruction. That led to some training work for the Seychelles military. And when we put down a mutiny within their forces, well, we made a lot of people happy. They don't pay us. They just let us have a piece of their offshore territory on the promise we'll come running if something else happens.
So we're bodyguards, too.
It's a good setup. We can only take Mother Base so far here. We'll have to find somewhere else when it's big.
Aren't you being a little hasty?
Nothing hasty about it. You're past the target.
So, Kaz, the ship that took us from Cyprus, it used to be a whaler.
Yeah, a Japanese vessel. How was the voyage?
It was stimulating.
Well, she was part of a whaling fleet up until a few years ago. Her displacement isn't anything to write home about, but she can really move. She still had plenty of life left in her, but then the work dried up. Global opposition to whaling has been mounting for years.
Is that right?
It has been gaining traction for a little over a decade. Individual species came under protection as the years went on. And then 2 years ago, the IWC adopted a moratorium on commercial whaling. Several countries, including Japan, fought it to the bitter end. But eventually, most whaling companies had no choice but to throw in the towel. You ever tried whale snake?
Can't say that I have.
When I was a kid in Japan, practically everybody ate it.
That good, huh?
The country was poor in those days, and whale was cheap. International okay. Subject is in.
Extraction
In any case,
at Mother Base.
that's why we were able to get a bar